We begin with continuing coverage of breaking news from Allouez. More than 100 people have been forced from their homes after a fire at an apartment building. It started around 11:30 yesterday morning at the Hilltop Place Apartments on Hilltop Way. Firefighters have been at the scene all night watching for hot spots. Fire officials say the blaze started in the basement of the 74-unit building and spread quickly up through the building and into the attic. All of the residents made it out of the building safely, but 3 firefighters were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Good Day Wisconsin's Angela Kelly is live at the scene and joins us with the latest. Good morning, Ange.
Good morning, Rachel. As it gets lighter out here this morning, we are getting a better look at the damage here at the Hilltop Place apartment complex. Extensive damage. You can see windows broken out, parts of the building completely caved in, people's personal items kind of strewn across the lawn. What the fire department is doing actively right now is they are using these ladder trucks on scene. They're being hoisted up to look over on top of the damage to see if there are any remaining hot spots in there. They said earlier this morning they found one area that was still smoking a little bit, but mostly this fire is out, but they do remain on the scene. Now the question is, what about these more than 100 people who are without a home this morning? We go now to Sean Kaiser with the American Red Cross. And Sean, you've set up a shelter at a local school, right?
Yeah, we got a shelter set up at Langlade School in Allouez, and we had 5 people who were displaced from here who spent the night there, and we will certainly be open today to meet the needs of anybody else who lived here that might come throughout the day. We were helping more people last night, but only 5 stayed. But there might be people who maybe were out of town yesterday or stayed with a relative, didn't get a chance to connect with us, that might stop over there. So certainly we encourage anybody who needs some help to stop out at the school today and see the Red Cross.
Besides the school offering that shelter, only 5 people used it. You have a lot of other people. What types of other assistance are you offering them?
Well, certainly we ask people to come by, and what we will do is, we'll give them what's called a client assistance card, and that's loaded with some money that they can use to meet their immediate basic needs, food, shelter, clothing, whatever. Try to find them a place to stay, whether we can hook them up with a relative or get them in a hotel. Those are the things that we do for these people after a fire.
I know there are a lot of people throughout Northeast Wisconsin. I know we've seen a lot of feedback from our viewers wondering, how can I help? What can I do to help? What's your answer to that question?
Red Cross, we'd love to have your financial donations. I know a lot of people say, hey, I've got used items, clothes or whatever. It's just tough for us to be able to take all that stuff in, sort it, and distribute it. So much easier for us just to take your financial donations and then, use that either to give that to the clients to be able to make those purchases, or for us to make those purchases as well. So give us your financial donations. You can drop it off at our any one of our local offices throughout Northeast Wisconsin. Of course, in Green Bay, we're located on Deckner Avenue over by Preble High School.
All right, Sean Kaiser, thank you very much. Reporting out here live on the scene of that massive apartment fire that started yesterday late morning. We will continue to be on the scene throughout this morning and keep you updated with the latest. Back to you.
Thanks, Ange.